Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. So today is kind of a sad video because I'm in my garden, as you can see, and this morning I came to check on my pumpkins, and I'll insert a picture of what they looked like just a few days ago, and then you can kind of see them. You can kind of see it now. It's looking a little sad, and it turns out that I have been visited by the dreaded squash vine borer, or SVB for short. So when it comes to gardening out here in Chicago, I guess one of the good things about being in a city is that I don't usually have to worry about pests. They're not something that I ever really have an issue with in my garden over the years. Even like with rats don't really bother my garden. They kind of leave it alone. So I haven't really had problems with pests and all of that. And I don't know what it is about this summer, but I have ran into so many different kinds of pests. It's honestly ridiculous. Now, I guess the good thing about me losing a plant is that I planted 3 or 4 pumpkin plants, I believe. And so me losing one is not, at the end of the day, is not that big of a deal. It's the good thing about overplanting things is that if you lose 1 or 2, you still have some. So I definitely did lose one. And then I have another one that's about to be dead, but I found where the larva is in the actual stem. And so basically, if you don't know, if you're not familiar with squash borers, they basically lay their eggs on top of the stem, the big stem of your squash plants, usually pumpkin. Very rarely they'll be on like a zucchini or a cucumber, but they can potentially be. Anyway, they lay their eggs on the stem of your squash plant, and they're so teeny tiny little red or brown flakes. So unless you're thoroughly examining your squash plants, it can be pretty tricky to find, and obviously I missed it. So I'm going to show you now something that you can do to save your squash plant potentially, and that is to perform surgery, which is what we're going to do today. So to perform the surgery, I have just a pair of tweezers and a pair of sewing scissors. You can use nail scissors. I wouldn't recommend full-size scissors, something smaller, because you don't want to cut through the entire branch. You just want to basically put a little slit in it where you think the larva is at. So you're going to cut it and then use just tweezers to pull it out. So I'm going to flip you guys around to show you how I do that. Okay, so here I'm going to show you guys where I lost. This is the one I lost completely. So you guys can see it obviously burrowed its way in here somewhere. I don't even know where, but at this point it's not really like worth trying to find it because this plant is already dead. So I have to get that out of here. But over here, where you can kind of see it's splitting and it looks a little sickly, that was like my first sign that something was wrong, because squash plants don't usually do that. So this right here, I saw this yellow stuff right here is called frass, aka just caterpillar poop. So you're kind of gonna cut by where you see the frass area. Just follow it up, and you see the little larva in there? That little guy? Yeah, we're gonna take him out and make him go bye-bye. What you do with it is up to you, but for me, my chickens are gonna get a little treat. Do you see what I mean? Where like you wanna cut it, but not all the way through. However, the squash vine borer kind of did all of this damage by itself. So hopefully this can recover. You do just want to leave this alone, let it scab over and see if it recovers. But as you guys can see, there's probably a few of these guys in here because the damage is so sad. But I'm gonna try to, this dead one that I pulled, I'm gonna try to untangle it from the rest of it, and we'll see how it goes. So when I was going through it, trying to get the dead part out, I found another larva. I don't know if you guys can see it in there. You see it? Right there? So we're gonna get that guy out too. Okay guys, so it's a very, very sad day because basically all of my pumpkin was destroyed except this one vine, and I'm pretty sure it's because it's growing up and not on the actual ground. But I did check, I only found one baby in there, so I hope I got all of them. Yeah, I checked the stem, I didn't see any babies hiding in them, but I mean, I guess you never know these days. But yeah, so this is my one lonely strand of pumpkin I have left, and I honestly want to cry right now. I'm pretty bummed right now. I thought I had only found those two, but there's actually like a whole little freaking family that was living in them. So, and there were a few of them too that were like microscopic that you couldn't even see, that were barely just hatching. So this is my dead pumpkin plant pile now. And yeah, so surgery is obviously one way you can get rid of them. The other way is treating your plants with BT, where you can just inject it straight into the plant, and it's a more natural way to do it. I'll put what BT stands for on the screen because I honestly don't remember it at all. They say you can prevent it is to like scoop soil up on the base of your plant to like prevent them from even laying the eggs in the first place. I don't really think that's a good way to work, honestly. And then the other way that I heard you can prevent them is to wrap the bottom of your plants with aluminum foil, because then the moths won't lay their eggs on it. But yeah, that is the update for my pumpkin. I really, really hope I don't lose this last guy. I might get one or two more to plant just to make up for what we lost. But yeah, I'm pretty bummed about this. I think this is like my first big garden loss. So it's a little sad, but I'll definitely keep you guys posted on what we do going forward. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.